Welcome to In Focus. Here I'm with some of the cast from the upcoming play, The 39 Steps of Bridge, here at Wabash Valley College. First off, what are your names and what roles do you play in the play?
I'm Carolyn Highhouse, and I play two different characters, Annabella Schmidt, who is a spy, and Pamela Edwards, who is the wholesome girl.
And I'm Michael Shaw. I play Richard Hannay. That's me. And he's a rather disillusioned expatriate, 20-year veteran in the English Army, and he happens to come to the Palladium, London Palladium. He meets a mysterious femme fatale who plunges him into a mysterious world of murder, mystery, and conspiracy.
So what is 39 Steps about? If you had to make a pitch and get people to watch it, what's it about?
It's a spoof of an Alfred Hitchcock movie called The 39 Steps. It took place in the 30s, and it's a spy thriller, but ours is more of a spy comedy.
Okay.
So there are lots of laughs, lots of sight gags. It's going to be a fun show.
And what did you think made that shift from the thriller to the comedy? Why do you want to serve a comedy to the audience?
I think we need comedy this time. I think, post-pandemic, I think we need a laugh. It's a very brisk paced play too. It's only like 70 minutes long, and it's very fast paced and just lots of fun. Lots of unexpected things happen, and I think that we need comedy.
So what has rehearsal been like with 39 Steps? Any funny stories or progress, costume changes?
Oh my. Well, there are props that have to be moved in and out, and sometimes there are little incursions with those, and but it's been fun, and we're getting it all together. But it does take time.
And memorizing those lines,
Oh
I bet
gosh.
you have a lot. So.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've had a leading role. I've been in a lot of plays, but it's the first time I've had a really leading role, and just like 230 lines after remember. This is kind of scary, but God willing, we'll get it.
So what plays have you two been in the past, if you have?
No, I've been in a lot of, I just couldn't even tell you. Let's see, what was the last one we did?
All kinds of people.
All Kinds of People was a musical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was fun.
Christmas bells.
Right. Yeah, so it's been fun. The college has provided us with an outlet for this, which has been really, I'm grateful for it, because otherwise I wouldn't be having this experience. So kudos to the college for giving everyone this opportunity.
Why do you choose community theater? Why do you love it, and why do you keep doing it?
Well, it's available. It's nearby. I don't have to drive miles and miles to do this, and it's just fun. And the other people in the cast are fun. The crew is fun. We have a good time, and we work hard.
Yeah, it's a creative outlet. You can go your workaday world, and then you can go to this environment where you can become somebody else. You can become somebody else, plunge into another world, and it's just very. It's exciting. It's a place where you can show your gifts, your talents, and just have a lot of fun. Yeah, as Carolyn says, and get to meet a lot of nice people as well. I really enjoy it. I mean, this is a new venue for me, because this is the third play I've done with Mount Carmel. But I've been involved in Alney Central College plays as well all these years, and so it's fun to work with a new group of people, but it's also very something I've enjoyed all these years. Yeah.
If you had to say one thing to convince people to come to watch this play, what would you say?
Well, there's no intermission, so it's not long, and you won't get bored. It's funny. It really is funny, and I think people will just get a real charge out of it, and there won't be those times. I'm sure we've all been to shows where you're like, yeah. That won't happen in this show. You'll be entertained.
Well, thank you so much, and let's move on to our next guest. Moving on to our other cast members. Hello, what is your name and what role do you play in 39 Steps Abridged?
Well, my name is Janet Anderson, and I play 3 different roles. I play a character called, actually, interestingly, I'm obviously a woman. I hope everybody can see that. But I'm playing all 3 characters I'm playing are all men. So this is a first for me. I've never played a man before. I play a character called Mr. Memory. I play a heavy, and I play Mr. Dunwoody, who's supposed to be an elderly man. So.
And you?
My name is Eric Carroll. I play 2 women. I play Mrs. Jordan, and Louise Jordan, and Mrs. McGurkle. So, and they're one's
and he's good
Scottish. Yeah, I'm the woman.
So it's really interesting. You two could totally play the other role, but it's like your genders have switched. So what has that been like playing as a man, playing as a woman?
Well, this is not my first time being dressed as a woman. I was Spud in Mama Won't
On
Fly.
stage, right?
On stage, yes, on stage at this theater. So yeah, it's fun. They
Yeah.
like watching me in heels.
In another one of our productions, let's see, that was Mama Won't Fly.
Mama Won't Fly.
Mama Won't Fly, he played a drag queen
Yeah.
who performed in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's not my first time.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing about theater is that you're playing as someone else. You don't have to be yourself. So kind of like, what does theater mean to you? Why do you choose community theater? And most importantly, why do you choose Wabash Valley College Community Theater?
Well, as for myself, I never acted. When I was in high school, we didn't have a drama department, so I didn't get to be in any plays or anything. And in college, I didn't either, except for a couple of skits. And so I never acted, and other than that, until I think it was 2015. My daughter was a teenager at the time. She's very good with makeup, and she decided to volunteer to see if they needed her to help with makeup for the actors. So we came to an audition. Well, she did help with makeup, but then they wound up convincing both of us to audition, and we both got parts in the play. So that was 2015, so that was my first experience acting in a play. And I've been in it ever since, except I think 2020 we didn't have a production because of COVID. But it's just, it's a lot of fun. Number one, we live close by, so all I have to do is drive down the road. It's just nice that it's close. But it's a lot of fun, and in fact, my husband is even in it for the first time this year. So we're doing it together. But I think Mike said something about it being a creative outlet, and it is. You get to try things that maybe you wouldn't have tried otherwise, and I've learned a lot, because when I first started, I didn't even know things like stage right, stage left, stuff like that. I just didn't even know. So I had to learn a lot. It's fun. It is a lot of work, like Carolyn said. It's a lot of work, but it's satisfying, because you hope people will come out, and the goal is to all work together to put on an entertaining production, so that people can come. And I know it's hard, because we have so many forms of entertainment that are literally at our fingertips nowadays. You can watch hundreds, thousands of different things on your television. You can watch all kinds of things on your phone or other mobile device. So there's not as much incentive for people to get out and come to things like this. But I think one thing, when you're at home or any place else, you can be easily distracted by other things. But when you come to a theater and you're sitting in a darkened theater, and hopefully everybody has their phone turned off, and so you're not distracted by that, and you're focused on what's going on the stage, and it's a different kind of experience. And I think it's you can get your mind off of the cares of the day, the cares of the world, and just focus on what's going on that stage, and hopefully just being entertained and enjoying yourself and getting an outing. So, that's my hope, that people will realize it's a different experience than just turning on your TV, and that they'll come out and enjoy an evening or an afternoon with us.
Do you have anything to say?
Well, I've been in theater, I've been in only theaters, like The King and I, The Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka, and it's fun. And then I came here. The director didn't pick me for one of the plays, so I decided to come here. I got in here. But then I became stage manager, prop person, and it's a whole totally different venue. And I've learned a lot just by also, when you're a stage manager, when you're on stage, you don't realize all the work that goes into the plays, how hard it is to pick the people that go into the shows, because you're sitting there, oh, I'm a diva, I'm so good, and it's like, and then you sit up there and it's like, okay, who would be good for this part? Who would be good for that part? And that's really a hard choice when you're sitting there with the director. And, okay, the only way, like, who's going to show up? Oh, this person would be good for this one. Okay, they don't show up. So who do you put in that spot? And then, the lights, the sounds. If you don't do that, you don't understand. And it makes a difference. And then we also want to get more people to help backstage, because that's where you learn a lot. And you get experience. And that's what I found. It's fun. And you can be another person. You don't have to be yourself. You can pretend for a little while, and you can get out of your world, your problems, and it's just a lot of fun.
Eric's worn a lot of hats, so he knows both on the stage and backstage. But it really is a team effort. Whether it's the actors, we all try to work together, but it's the crew, it's the director. Bill Easton is our director, and we appreciate all of his work. The stage manager, the people who just bring out the props. We all have to work together to put on a successful show, and we appreciate everybody who takes part.
If you had to say one thing to let people know what 39 Steps is all about and why they should come, what would you say?
I would say it is a spoof of a spy thriller. I'm a Hitchcock fan, so I was already familiar with the movie that was released in 1935. And there's a little bit of humor in that, but this is just kind of a tongue-in-cheek kind of takeoff. It's not meant to be realistic. There are a few dramatic moments, but it's mostly a lot of comedy and a lot of fun, and so we just have fun with it.
Well, for one, if anybody wants to come, they're welcome to help backstage. We welcome anybody to help backstage, because we always need the people. And just come have fun, enjoy the show, let yourself go for a while, and just enjoy it.
So how can people watch 39 Steps? What are the days and the dates and times, and how can people buy tickets?
Well, they're this week, Wednesday, it's 6:30.
7:30.
Or the show is 7:30, and Thursday and Friday at 7:30, and it's Sunday at 1:30, and they can buy the tickets at the ticket booth, and sometimes they can go online too as well and buy them. And what was the other question?
So all I ask is that, so if you want to see the 39 Steps of Bridge, you can come to the $1 night, 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's technically a dress rehearsal.
It's a dress rehearsal that
it's an
you
open
can
dress
watch.
rehearsal.
And that will be Wednesday, October 19th at 7:30 p.m. And then Thursday and Friday, October 20th and 21st at 7:30 p.m. Then Sunday, October 23rd at 1:30 p.m. as well. And you said you can buy tickets at the box office and online?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
But
You have anything else to say?
The only problem is that this parking lot down here will be closed.
Okay.
The Harkin Main parking lot.
That is really good to know. I was going to park in that parking lot.
They're supposed to be repaving it, so we thought we would let our patrons know.
Before I say anything else, do you guys want to add anything at all?
Well, we're working hard, we're having fun, and we hope that people will come out and have fun with us.
We hope they'll come out, and if they want to try out and get the bug, just come on out and try.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today, as well as the other previous actors that did as well. Make sure to watch 39 Steps Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Sunday. You can find more details on the iecc.edu with Wabash Valley College. Thank you for watching.